When I did my last video, I was like, oh my God, it's the last for Pookie video of the year. But oops, this is the last podcast episode on for Pookie for the year. Um, I have been holding down the fort.
Yeah, yeah. Good job.
But yes, you guys remember Azaria? She's still here. We still talk, you know.
I'm
Staying
hanging in
over.
there, trying to anyway.
Yeah. One of the things that was like super duper integral. Oh my gosh, please no.
Integral?
Integral?
Integral, yeah.
Yes. For like this, the remainder of the year, probably since like October, was us getting our planners for 2026. I am such a planner girly. Last year, my planner came from So Typical Me, and I thought I did everything right, but it just, me and the planner fell off. And I have this new planner from Good Tuesday after literally searching high and low, almost printing my own, da da da. And I'm really happy with her. Azaria did make her own. Did you get it redone?
Yeah. I messed it up the first time, and then there just so happened to be some sort of like error with the printer that wasn't my fault. And so they let me reorder with express shipping
Hey.
free. Yeah, and so I designed my own using like templates mostly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I like it better already than what I had last year, but also like I can already see some things I'm gonna need to do differently if I do it this way again,
Hmm.
which I might not. I honestly think in 2027 I'll just do like a notebook, honestly.
A notebook, get out of town.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like minimalize it.
Oh, but like a undated notebook or something?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Not like a college ruled notebook.
Do you mean like unlined?
No,
It
I mean
might just be,
undated.
it might just be a college ruled notebook. It might be.
Heavens. Okay, you got it, girl. You got it.
Dates in that. There are no dates in that.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. We haven't even hit 2026 yet.
I know. Ew, I know that's my problem too. But I'm ready to just be in 2026. Actually not really because I still haven't finished the things I wanted to do in 2025, but you know, that time is gone. Um, are you gonna show us? Show
My,
me?
my planner. I showed you the planner already, didn't I?
No, you never did.
Sure, I did. Because we had a.
Cute. You literally never did. I've never seen that before.
I definitely did because I remember I showed you these pages. Um, and we didn't talk about them, but I was just like, and you were like, yeah. And then we
Uh-huh.
kept talking
Oh,
about it.
okay.
But so I have just like a yearly goals list, and
Hmm.
then I have my year at a glance, but like you can see I fucked it up. Do you see it says like calendar?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, whoops. And then I have like a TBR, one that I hopefully will actually stick to because it's only 9 books,
Hmm.
and 6 or 7 of them I have to read for my comprehensive. So it's like I should. And then I have a bunch of music on here that I want to listen to.
Interesting.
Like,
Wouldn't it be cool if you could like tap it and it starts playing music?
cool, yes, but I would not want to have
Mm.
that. Like I wouldn't want to own that. But yeah, these aren't even like new albums or anything. I just haven't listened to them yet. And then I have just the monthly spreads with like a one a day and then this awkward blank page that I had to put in there so that it wouldn't happen like it happened last time where
Right, yeah.
the Thursday, Friday, Saturday first. And then it's my weekly spreads that I've already started using because it
What?
started, the week started on the 29th or whatever.
No, I did mine too. I wrote in mine and I got my pens and oh my gosh, just look. Hold on. Because I write like my author stuff in yellow Where the fuck is my planner? Oh, she's so petite.
Oh yeah, she's a thin girl.
I write my author stuff in yellow, and because this page, the pages are like a soft white, light pink, like the yellow actually pops up.
Okay. I
No,
see.
I'm obsessed. And yes, agreed. The pins that I bought really pop really well on this. And yeah, like I said, I got it. I found it on Etsy, but she has her own store. Good Tuesday. She was like, "Oh, you can play in 2027 like here." And I'm like, "Bitch, how? There ain't no writing space."
No, I think that's just like highlight things, maybe. Like,
That I will forget about. And then they have like single dates here for 2026, but I'm not sure what they expect me to do with that. Um, then they have some UK because they're from the UK. It took a million years to get here. I did not like the person I was waiting for. It. Nick was scared. It has the UK and US holidays and notable dates. What's a notable date? Oh, St. George Day. Okay, so that's definitely a British thing. Interesting. Oh, they have days from Scotland and Wales, Ireland, Canada. Okay. And
all of that except for Canada is the UK.
okay, and it has my yearly month or my monthly goals. In January, I'm gonna launch my bookstore. I don't think I've told you much.
No, you definitely haven't.
Yeah, I've been working behind the scenes, girl. Yeah, January, I'm gonna launch the bookstore and I want to get like 3 sales in the first month, and I need to take the dogs to the vet.
Sounds good. I don't know what you're saying.
And I usually don't use this part of a planner, but I'm actually gonna like track my bills with it, like the
What's that,
monthly,
the month at a glance?
yeah, the monthly view. And yeah, here we are, page one, week one. All my colors, I'm obsessed. Hmm. But yeah, before we get there, even though it's here,
Hmm.
what didn't you complete? Because I'm with you.
Wait, what do you mean? Just like in 2026?
And 20, what didn't you complete in 2025?
Five. So I definitely did not finish my novel manuscript, didn't query anyone, talk to anyone about it, but I'm really fine with that. Because I really like the changes that I made to it instead of like just rushing to show it to someone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm fine with that. Still not finished with it, but haven't
Mm.
any time. I was working on it earlier today. Um, I really think that's it, aside from just like not there were definitely some books on my TBR that I just didn't get to.
I wrote that on my list. I was like, did Azaria finish her 12 books of the year?
Wow.
You definitely read one because we talked about it on the podcast.
Yeah. And I've read over 50 books this year easily,
Mm-hmm.
just not those books.
Mm-hmm. Of course. This is the first year in a very long time where I didn't meet my reading goal, and I'm surprisingly okay with that.
What was your reading goal?
103,
What did you get to?
84.
It's a lot of books.
Yeah. And that just, it kind of makes me happy because, in a way, it tells me that I did more work on my book, which is what I wanted this year to be. I did more work on You Promise, which is what I wanted this year to be. But You Promise ain't done either, so it'd be like that.
Yeah, if you're working on it, I think that's
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
don't yeah, I don't see the point in just like rushing to put it out to who? To put it out to who? Like
Yeah, there was also like bouts of depression that just didn't like what didn't. I don't think I wrote or even like thought I could even do anything with my manuscript for like 2 months after being fired from the bookstore. It was so
Mhm.
depressing.
Mm.
And then I was like, oh my God, I'm so behind. So I just like sat in that. I was like, oh my God, I'm behind. So that was another month.
Yeah, yeah, I've been there.
And now we're here.
Yeah. And
Okay.
the bookstore thing, I think that's super understandable given how it all happened.
Hmm.
And like so quickly after like the other job or whatever. But did something similar. So
Ugh, yeah. Yeah. That's why I am just gonna take over of all the things I want to do myself. I really, really enjoy this process so far. Um, because like obviously I'm a very big fan of bookstores. I'm a bigger fan of indie bookstores. However, I have seen that a lot of bookstores pretty much have the same things, mainstream, big names, pretty much the same thing. And I'm really, really, really excited about my bookstore because that is like the literal opposite focus of mine. I want it to be indie authors. I want it to be like Indianapolis authors, BIPOC authors, and like there's a bookstore in Indy where they're like, oh, we represent marginalized authors. And I'm
bookstores.
just, huh?
What bookstore is this? Do it. I do it.
But they don't have any black people. And every time I go in there, sometimes I'm like, oh, yeah, recommend me something. And it's another white person. And I'm like, I thought y'all did marginalize people. And they're like, yeah, we do, but mainly women. And I'm like, okay, white women? Like, I was just in that happened to me at least 3 times this year. And I was just like, hmm, suspicious.
Does your bookstore have a name? Are you not saying the name on purpose? Like
Oh,
I'm
she's out and about, girl. I apologize for keeping you in the dark. Her name is Books Plus.
okay.
Hmm.
Thank you. I like
I'm
it.
obsessed with her. Also, can I see the notepad I sent you? Have you used it? Are you obsessed?
I haven't used it yet, but that's because I haven't had a need to use it.
Really? I write stuff down all over the place, which I'm gonna try not to do. Oh, do you love it?
I like it a lot.
Yay.
Yeah, I haven't used it yet, but I will. I am also always writing stuff down,
Hmm.
but I don't know. I go back and forth between writing things on my iPad and writing things on physical paper.
Hmm.
I'm just bouncing back and forth. And I also have like my little traveler's notebook that I'm using
Uh-huh.
coming year that I'm trying to get used to. It's in the rotation, trust
I
me.
know. So today, I need to keep my planner on me at all times so that all of my notes are in one place. And today I went to work and I needed to make a note and I didn't have my planner and I was like, "Oh, fuck." Um, but yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Shrug. But I feel like did we talk about this? I don't go ahead. Did you have something? Okay. I don't know if we talked about this or I just wanted your sh- I just wanted your 2 cents on it. But like for me personally, in 2025, I wanted to host a writers retreat and I wanted Kennedy Ryan on my podcast. I just read this book, the podcast. I did host a readers retreat. I wanted to do it again, but it like fell through and the writers retreat didn't go far. And I DM'd Kennedy Ryan and I was like, will you come on my podcast for this book? It means so much to me. And she was like, email my people. You know, I hate that word. And I did, and they didn't reply. So, that was the begin and end of her not being on my podcast. And I'm like still butthurt about it. But uh it's like people, I think it's just like my community that I'm in because, whatever. But they'll be like, "Oh, I want this many sales and this many followers." And that just like really stresses me out as a person because I'm like, how can you plan your life or your goals based off of someone else? Like, I don't really, you know?
Um, no.
I guess it's feasible. I just don't like putting,
Well, Taylor, but you just did that, didn't you? With your bookstore, you want three sales in a month.
I know, I know, I know.
What are you
Bitch,
talking
I
about?
will buy those three sales.
But I'm just saying, like it's the same thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But sometimes I don't know. It's fine. I guess I don't know. Like obviously, like you said, I just did it for the bookstore. And like I said, come hell or high water, I will buy myself. Just in case. But yeah, I just think about that a lot because I met with some other friends and they were like, oh, I want this by this date and this by this date. And it wasn't something that they can do themselves. It's something that they done that they need consumer attention to. And I was just like, how? How are you going to do that? And they were like, like da da da. And I'm like, okay. It's a me problem. It's a me problem. I just wanted to know your thought process.
Difference between the two. But um I personally for myself, I do like setting goals that only depend on me and no one else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At the same time, I know that for some of my goals, I need other people. Like for example, I want to get an agent by a certain time, but that's kind of dependent on an
2 years
agent.
ago.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of dependent upon an agent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's she's the person I want. I could like
Mm-hmm.
submit hundreds or to
Mm-hmm.
hundreds and nothing come from it. So like, mm, I don't know.
I get it. It's distressing sometimes, but in a perfect world, I would never talk about it again, but that's not where I am at. I will always be like, ah. Um, but another thing I have learned this year is that obviously I'll write my to-do list and everything doesn't get done. Some things are like easy to like maneuver throughout the week, but some things I'm like, I want to get this done so I can move on. However, I'll be like, okay, I have 3 hours to get this done, and it takes like 3 weeks to do. So that's challenging, like trying to figure out how much time a certain task takes so that I don't feel like I'm behind.
Mhm.
You get that?
Yeah, I think that's understandable. Happens to me frequently.
Okay, I was like, am I just alone here?
Yeah, no, that happens to me all the time,
Okay, cool.
particularly with like school stuff for me, like
Mhm.
grading papers or like planning classes. I'm going through that right now with my syllabus for next semester, which starts on the 13th. I thought I had way longer than that. Um, yeah, like when I'm grading papers, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna grade seven today, and I only can get through two because I
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
my brain is on fire.
Yeah.
Papers. Um, yeah, that's understandable, I think.
Like, of course, in a perfect world, like when I'm not busy at the restaurant, geez, work takes up so much quality time.
Yeah,
You're at a restaurant, there's slow times. I'm
yeah.
just like, I could be productive right now. And I'm not trying to be productive filling up soups. Like, I have real things to accomplish.
I like genuinely, I feel lucky that the restaurant that I work at, when there's downtime during the night, like I can literally do whatever I want. So I grade
Mhm.
at work all the time, or like plan classes at work all the time.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and I work mostly nights, and that means I make less money, but I do have more downtime,
Yeah,
like fill the blanks in with whatever I want. And the cook is so hot. But that's something else that we don't have to talk about. Um,
I'm dead.
yeah. And so, but at a typical restaurant, or even like if I work there during the day, like I can't, like I worked there during the day this morning and I was just standing there till
Oh,
2 because there's
yes.
no work to do. There were no customers and I
Right.
couldn't. So,
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, oh, let me just like read real quick, like on my phone, but it's not hitting the way it's supposed to.
yeah, I would get in trouble for that. But
I'm like, leave me alone. Anyway, working is dumb, as we knew. Okay, I wrote better time management. I set time, but if I'm done in that amount of time, then what? I'm a failure. I set time, but if I'm not done in that amount of time, that was like a journal entry. I
uh,
should not have shared that.
I was like, maybe it's not done if you're not done in that amount of time.
No, Taylor, geez, you are not a failure. We were kind of just talking about that, how like I'll be like, okay, I have 3 hours, I'm gonna get this, this, and this done, or just this, and
Yeah.
I'm not done. And it's fine.
But like I think that honestly, I think that if you think about it, because okay, at a certain point, let's say that I plan to grade, I usually have about 21 students. So I plan to grade 7 papers per day for 3 days.
Hmm.
And then by the third day, I've only graded 6 papers.
Hmm.
Then on my list, it'll go from grade 7 papers, grade 8 papers to like grade papers. And making it,
B
I don't
plus,
know,
B plus, B plus.
making it seem more like a progressive thing that like I'm
Yeah.
making progress on rather than something that I need, like something discrete that I
Uh-huh.
need to start and then finish.
Yeah.
It makes it easier because it's like I didn't write down that I had to grade 8 papers. I wrote down to grade papers and I graded some papers. And so
Uh-huh.
let's move on to
Uh-huh.
the next thing.
Right.
I don't know. I
Grade
think
papers. I do that sometimes where it's like, oh, do something like, and it's like 1 out of 5, and I'm like, bet. Or, it ends up being 1 out of 13 by the end
yeah.
of the week. But look, that one has been completed.
Yeah, at least the one is finished.
Yeah. You guys, we just have to give ourselves grace.
It's hard out here.
I know, it really is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yesterday I had the day shift at the restaurant, came home, took my night nap to then go to the hotel from 11 to 7 in the morning, came home, took a power nap to go back to the restaurant for the day shift. And I was like a zombie. I was like not functioning. There was no brain power. And I felt like that time where you cry, but you're not like, you're just like laying back and tears are just seeping into your hair.
Yeah.
That was like the first 3 hours of my shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, Taylor, I've been there. Like,
Hmm. Hmm.
first of all, like the overnight shifts have so many benefits, but there are definitely
Hmm.
overnight shifts, especially when you are working like a different job with like normal business hours.
Hmm.
Um, and so yeah, there have been like weekends where like I would go into the restaurant
Hmm.
4 to 10, and then I'd come home, change, and walk to the hotel and be there from 11 to 7, and then walk back here and change, and then go back to the restaurant from 8 to 4.
Wait.
Back
The-
to back. Did I not tell you that?
Probably, but I'm not doing that, Shawty.
I would go for 24 hours straight,
Mm-mm.
like every weekend.
Hmm.
And it was hell. It was absolute hell.
No, I wouldn't be able to function. I would have set the world on fire.
It was definitely, yeah, it was really difficult. Like I would be coming back home from the morning shift at the restaurant and my legs would be just like shaking because I worked at a hotel where you had to stand there for 8 hours.
Yeah.
The concrete floor.
Mm.
Um, Yeah. And especially like when you're doing like back-to-back shifts like that, you have to give yourself some grace or like you'll never.
Mhm. I was like prepping myself because obviously I knew my schedule in advance and I was like literally all last week I was like, all right, we just got to get through Monday and Tuesday, girl. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Think of the Monty. Think of the Monty. And yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming home this morning and then going to the restaurant again this morning, that was really hard. I don't think going to the hotel tonight will be hard. The hotel isn't that bad, but I'm not as productive as I wish I was
Mhm.
because I'm like editing my novel right now and I don't know, like the vibe, the aura, the aesthetic, something's off to the point that like I'm doing it, but I'm not like, like locked in, like, ooh, look at the next 8 hours that I can do my novel. It's like, I don't know, which is
Mhm.
fine. Like we said, a little bit counts.
Yeah, I agree. I think a little bit counts. But I have a question. So speaking of the restaurant, what were you guys like for like Christmas?
Like busy.
Yeah.
Um, were we busy? I don't like we were busy, but it wasn't profitable for us.
Oh, dang, that sucks.
In my area, I don't feel like people were like, "Oh my," like before, people were like, "Oh my God, Christmas, boo boo boo." Like I expected to be rolling in the dough, but it wasn't anything I haven't it wasn't anything above and beyond what I've already b- got. So I was just like, "Really, you motherfuckers?"
Mm, yeah. Okay. It was
Yours was
definitely,
popping?
oh yeah, it was super busy for us on like Christmas Eve night and then Christmas morning and then Christmas night. They were like, we were packed.
Ew, what the fuck? Why are people not at home? Yeah.
But we
Mm,
were like one of the only places open in the
mm,
city.
mhm,
So it
mm,
was like we knew we were going to be busy.
mhm,
And there's one night that I made like $250 at
mhm.
the restaurant.
I know, right?
One night. And then but never again had I made that much. And so like between Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, I made like $400.
Mhm.
Um
Mm.
yeah, it
My
was
little chump change, no. And like, I usually work nights, and on the days I work nights, there's three of us, so we have to split it three ways, which is horrendous. So, yeah.
I definitely hate splitting my money. Like
hmm Because I'm
so
always at the end when we're counting it up. I'm like, because I always want to walk out with preferably $30, which ain't no goddamn money, but definitely minimum $40. Anything above 40, I'm like, wow. Um,
normally walk out with how much? Like, do you normally meet that goal?
yeah, yeah. And like I said, it wasn't any different during the holiday season. Yeah, man, these people would look me in the face and hit no tip.
Don't you love that?
Girl, I'd be like,
It's like it's like more offensive, I feel like when you're a server because they'll smile in your face and like you'll like yuck yuck together and
right,
everything, and then you'll get that 000 on the tip line and you're like looking around the table. There's nothing else on the
not
table.
looking around the table.
I'm like lifting the syrup. Man, you don't even know. You don't
And
even
like, I get it. I'm in carry out. I'm not expecting 20%, but like nothing. And especially when it's someone who has ordered hundreds of dollars worth of food,
oh yeah.
they'd be like, other 00.00.
Yeah. 0.00.
And I like, especially during this season, just because they made me believe that I was going to be swimming in the dough, I would literally be like, And they're
Yeah.
like, thanks, bye. Oh, girl, this one guy was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy you guys are open. I thank you so much. Like, means the world. And I was like, ah! I was like, nothing.
Yep. That's how they are.
Oh, there was this other guy. I have to like laugh about it or else I'll start crying. There was this other guy who like wrote on the tip line and said cash.
Did it give you any cash?
He
Oh,
didn't leave a damn cent. I was like,
that is so funny. That
sir.
is so funny. There was one time at the restaurant that I work at that we are supposed to cash people out at the table. People come to the front to do it all the time. And so then we have to stop what we're doing and go up there and cash them out. And I had to go up there and cash out my table and it was a credit card and they put the 00 on the tip and they were like, we left the tip on the table. And I was like, okay, great. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Go back to the table. There's no fucking money up there.
Mhm,
And I'm like,
mhm.
because it was Sunday and we had a busser on Sunday. So I was like, okay, maybe the busser like grabbed my money. It's no big deal. And he's
Mhm.
like, no, I didn't touch your money. And so I made my manager run the cameras back, not because I thought he took it, but because I thought somebody took it.
Right.
No, there was just no money.
Oh my
Like you see
gosh.
them get up and
Right.
leave, and then you see me walk.
Ah, looking under the table and shit.
And I was just like, there's no fucking way. Like, what are you lying for? What are
Mhm.
you lying for? You don't need to lie to me. What am I
Right.
gonna do if you don't tip? I'm still gonna
Right.
be worse than you.
Right. Yeah. Like I'll see you next week. It's fine.
Right. And you'll be back and I'll remember you. And like, I'm not gonna be able to do anything besides give you good service again for you to not tip me again.
No. So I don't really remember people's names, but I remember their faces. And there's been this guy the last couple weeks. He comes in, doesn't tip, and every like I don't recognize him over the phone, but when he walks in, I'm like, here. Like, get out of my face.
Yeah. Yep. Like there I have so many stories from when
And
the first restaurant I ever worked at in Virginia, there was a guy who would come in and tip the cook and not the server every time.
wow. He will
It was
walk right past y'all.
it was like a diner. And so there was like a countertop, and then you could like see the kitchen window right
Mhm,
behind the countertop. And he would eat right at the counter.
mhm.
And then as soon as he was finished with his meal, which by the way, his meal, I will never forget, was a cheeseburger cooked 1 minute on each side.
Ooh.
Disgusting.
Hmm.
Disgusting. But he would walk into the server alley and up to the window and give $5 to the cook every time.
Wow.
And one time I was waiting on him and he like held up the money and I literally was like,
Okay.
and
Yoink.
and then he was like, and then took out another five and gave it to the give me that money.
One server, she was like so happy for herself. We're happy for her too because we're like just past the juju. I think she got tipped $300, $300 or $400. And I was just like, oh my God. Yep. Nope. I did not get that sort of Christmas wish this season.
I didn't get anything that big, but I got like a like $50 tip, $60 tip. I got some little juicy tips.
Yeah.
And and we did Secret Santa at the restaurant. And the girl that had me, she's so lovely. She got me a Barnes and Noble gift card.
Aw.
And so when I went in there, they were having a 25% off everything sale. Hello.
Uh-huh. What'd you
And
get?
that was enough to buy two books.
What'd you get?
I got a Jasmine Ward book,
Uh-huh.
Where the Line Bleeds. It's like her debut novel, and I've just never read it. And then I got Toni Morrison has one short story,
Hmm.
and I bought that.
Cool, cool. Okay, when you went to Barnes and Noble to buy these black books, were they tucked away or
I read the fiction section.
but like obvious?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
organized by alphabetical order.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I see on threads. And they're like, I went into Barnes and Noble to get this Black author's book, and I had to go to the back.
Oh, no.
I don't
Quite
shop.
frankly, never been my experience.
I don't shop at Barnes and Noble. Like I said, I'm part of the indie community. Um, but I mean, anytime I have, it is very white in the front, but I don't really be tripping because I'm pretty much there. Why am I there? I don't be knowing why I'm there, but it's not to buy books, so.
I mean, the front is usually just like the new stuff, the
Mhm.
bestseller stuff.
Mhm. It has
Anyways,
like it has new stuff, bestseller stuff, and like romance, and yeah, really stresses me out when I see a table of romance and not a single person of color author.
I don't know. I don't even think I've looked at tables of romance.
Yeah,
So
you wouldn't.
I
But you want to talk about Elsie Silver? Did you see any booktube about it?
don't know who that is.
The lady who said his skin was so dark it's dirty. It's not funny, but I was like, bitch, how? How?
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Or anything about that man having dirty skin. I don't know anything about it.
She, I think she described it as a white man. It was just bad. I sent it to you, but I didn't know if you saw some booktubers talking about it.
No, I did not. You sent it to me, so hold on. Let's see if I can find it. 'Cause I don't know. I've seen some other racist stuff in the book world, but I don't know about that.
Hmm.
Okay, this one. Mischievous looking little blonde boy, hair nearly white, with a tan so dark that his knees almost appear dirty. I said, I hate both of those things. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Every time I hear it, I'm like, how the fuck did this happen? And like, people are like, oh, it was an art copy. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
I want these writers to choose. Figure it out. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want to publish now and edit later? Or is the fact that you haven't edited anything going to be an excuse for everything?
Yeah.
Because y'all are leaving your AI prompts in the goddamn final draft of your manuscripts and they're getting printed in there.
Mhm.
And now you've got dirt colored skin on a little blonde boy that's supposed to be edited out and it's an art copy.
Mhm.
Sometimes these readers will like review the ARC copy of the book,
Mhm.
and then the writer will get mad about that because if they have any negative criticism of the ARC copy, they're supposed to reach out to the writer, apparently. I don't like want to be involved in any of that. I just want to like
Mhm.
write my books
Mhm.
and then put them out there. And
Yeah,
then girl, you do what you will with the book.
literally. Like,
Um,
it's so confusing because you want people to talk about your stuff, but only if it's positive, and that's just not how the world works.
that's what I'm finding from newer authors. And there's this a conversation that I'm learning about because, like I said, I haven't really been in these spaces. That's like reviews are for readers, not for authors.
Hmm.
I get that. I agree with that. We've talked about that in some of my classes. Um, like my professor every now and then will like print off a bad review he got for his book and we'll all laugh at it together.
Hmm.
Um, and then we'll never talk about reviews again, until the next time. And so I get that. But also, it's just like, but you want to read the good reviews, like you want all of the praise and stuff, but like none of the criticism.
Hmm.
And I don't get that. So then maybe just don't interact with anyone when they want to talk about your book. Just like let the book live and do what it's gonna do. Because if
I
I kiss your ass to talk to you, I don't think it's a worthy conversation to have.
Yeah. And like even when I interview authors, some authors they're just like too connected to their characters and I'm like they're not real. Um but
That's funny.
yeah, I enjoy being able to talk to authors and talk about like their flaws and what I would do versus what they like, just like breaking it down, talking about a book. I interviewed Tracy Livesey and I was like, how dare she? And she was like, I know. Like, like, come, like, stop.
And I also think that it's important for writers who have published work. I think it's important for newer writers to hear writers that have published work be like, there are some things in this book that I didn't really like. Like, I look back at it and there are some things that aren't 100% or that I wanted to flesh out more or whatever. Because I think it makes like the writing and editing process of a book more realistic and understandable. And it just kind of like reinforces that maybe you won't be 100% happy, or like inevitably you're gonna have to cut some of the stuff you really like out of your book for plot reasons or whatever it might be. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's all dumb. I think it's all really
Uh,
stupid.
I just feel like we have lost the plot, people.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
I blame everything on COVID.
It's COVID's fault. A
It's
lot of things are COVID's fault.
because people discovered reading and I think I've said this 13 million times. They discovered reading, found out they can profit from it, and now like there's just too many cooks and yada yada yee yee. Um, but when it comes to like controversy with authors, in my unpopular opinion, I'm not out to cancel anyone. I just want them to take accountability, say I fucked up, do your stupid ass 24-hour Instagram story saying you're sorry and you will never do it again instead of turning off your comments I really like obviously the 24-hour story is performative, but like that's better than not saying anything at all and just being like,
You don't want them to say, I'm aware of the news that's been going around and I need to take some time off to reflect. And so
yeah,
I'll be disabling comments on this post. Like, that's not what you want to see, Taylor?
no, you dumb fuck. I want you to be like, oh my God, ever since this happened, I took the classes and the accountability and the conversations to do better.
But okay, okay, can we talk about this? Because honestly, I think that I understand to a certain degree, like when you are in the public, like you are going to get all this unwarranted criticism, and you have to sort of determine what criticism to really like absorb and what criticism not to absorb.
Mhm,
But like, if I was writing a book,
mhm.
which I am, and a like phrase, a part of a sentence got cropped out like that, and it looked that fucking bad. I don't know what this Elsie Silver person has or hasn't done, but and it looked that bad.
She
I
hasn't
would
done anything,
feel
just so you know.
so bad.
Hmm.
I'd feel so bad.
Hmm.
I'd feel so bad. Like I don't know. I don't know how, and I don't know, maybe it's money stuff. Maybe it's like her publisher. I don't know. But like I don't know how you don't say, "Oh my God, I'm so fucking sorry.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's crazy. I'm so sorry." Like I don't know how you don't do that.
Hmm. Yeah, it's really, I find it to be really disgusting because it literally is just like a slap in the face. You don't care. You meant it. It could have been published. Like,
And if we can be real about it, Taylor, I think it's a skill issue.
hmm,
I think that if you were really a writing girl,
mm-hmm. Eh.
a writing girly, you'd be able to describe his fucking kneecaps
Hmm. Hmm.
better and differently in a better way. That's
Hmm.
different. Um,
She's
yeah.
one of those authors that comes out with a book every year, and I don't want that to be like a crutch, but it probably is, like she ain't got no other ways to describe people because she done described them every year for the last 10 years, so she's out of adjectives.
I agree, and I think that's a really good consideration to make. Because like while you're writing or in between books or however you do it, you should be reading too. And
Mm-hmm.
when you're writing a book every year, you don't have time to read books.
Mm-hmm.
And like inevitably there are going to be like phrases and stuff that you lean on when you're going through like a big writing push to get something done. Right now, one of my phrases is said around. I say that a lot. Like she said around a laugh. She said, shut the hell up around a laugh. So like she's laughing and saying it at the same time. I do
Interesting.
that a lot. I do
Uh-huh.
that a lot. And I'm like, oh, every time I do it, I'm like, oh, I gotta change that. I gotta change that.
Control F.
Um,
Yeah.
but it's like you have to read and you have to practice writing.
Mhm.
And you are able to come up with better phrases that make sense and are not offensive to people. Uh,
Yeah. I personally don't want a controversy, but I just want to hope that one, I would just accept whatever discourse I put out there. And two, that I would be, like you said, just be like, oh my God, that wasn't supposed to leave the group chat.
Right. Or
I
like
totally fucked up.
even if like I don't know, if it could just be bad writing.
Hmm.
It could just be bad writing that you don't necessarily think that darker skin is dirty or looks like dirt or whatever. But like you said, you're trying to find a way to describe some damn knees and you don't got no more phrases left.
Right.
It could just be bad writing.
Yeah.
I would buy that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I just hate, I don't care who it is, when someone doesn't take accountability. Like turning off your comments is lame sauce. That just proves that you are in the wrong and you're so wrong. You just want to pretend it didn't happen. And that's not logical. I don't know.
I just think she should log off, take some time to reflect, like the girls say.
But
Totally.
she will be 2026's best-selling whatever the hell. So,
I bet she will be. I bet she will be. There's a woman I was talking to my good friend Quentin about this woman who I think in the last, oh my God, maybe 10 years, she's written like 130 books. Awful books. Just so we're clear. I'm
um,
not,
is she
they're
black or
not-
white?
she's black. I'm not sorry. The books are awful. They're god awful.
Do I
Um,
know this woman?
no, you do not. Hold on. Let me scroll past all these pictures of Quinn's cat. I had to send. I was watching his cat for him. She's just such a wonderful cat.
I was thinking about you and how you would be the perfect cat mom.
Right? Me and her had such a good time.
Yeah.
Here, I'll read you some. The water was clear, like looking through a glass, and dozens of flowers in a variety of colors lined the bottom of the lake. It held the highest level of purity, though I had no idea how I knew about such legends. Wildlife and nature surrounded the lake. Great. Trees stood tall, and animals big and small roamed the lands with freedom. Mother Nature allowed it so that everything lived in harmony, the earth providing for the living creatures and preserving this very place with all its might. She's standing beside a lake, if you couldn't tell. But it's just like very clear by the fact that the first word has a typo in it that we did one
Mm.
draft and we did, whatever. But my issue with this is that the writing's bad.
Hmm.
But also that this woman is like, because the new scheme is Kickstarters and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Well, she has all these Kickstarters
Patreons.
book. Well, she has all of these Kickstarters.
Oh, where you could pay to read it while she's writing it, right?
No. So
Oh.
it's just you pay for like a printed copy of the book. She's not doing any like you read as she writes it. No, no, no. You give her your money,
Mhm.
and then when she's done writing the book, she might send it to you, maybe if she's feeling like it. Um, and there she has all of these different ones going at the same time, and she's like cross promoting them, and she's funding 50,000, 60,000, $70,000 for these different books, and some of them come out and some of them don't, but all of them are bad quality. Um, and it's annoying to me because it's like she has you have all of these readers, all these people chomping at the bit to read these shitty books that you put out,
So who's
several.
the real problem though?
Exactly, right? I'm like, how mad am I supposed to be at you when you
Mhm.
have people that still keep giving you money,
Mhm.
despite the fact that the books suck and that they might not be good quality,
Mhm.
are not good quality. They're not good quality, and they might not ever even come. And I told you she is a black author, she is, but look at this is one of the covers.
I feel like you can get away with a lot in fantasy.
Okay, not bad writing though.
Ah,
Not animals big and small.
I don't, not the tall trees.
Not flowers in a variety of colors. Name a color.
I never
Name
knew
the
trees
color.
were tall. That's true. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's yeah. And so I've actually been trying to like back away from the book stuff. I've only been in like YouTube book spaces, but it's like making me so mad. It's making me
Yeah,
so mad.
yeah, it's painful.
Because they're just all ridiculous, and you all manage to find people that are willing to give you their money somehow. It's
Yeah,
very funny that you manage to find these people again and again and again, and then you scam them,
yeah.
and then they just don't care, I guess. I don't know, but yeah.
Um,
Did we
oh,
talk about goals? I don't
uh,
think we did.
well, back to 2025.
Yeah.
How many stars would you give 2025?
Disaster of a year.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Out of five,
Hmm.
I would maybe give it a 2.5.
Okay, I give it a two.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It
It was
was,
a horrible year. Yeah.
yeah, beginning to end.
Yeah. And like I said, I went into 2025 thinking it was going to be my year because Denise Williams sent me a card that said so,
Mm.
but
Yeah.
she didn't finish. She said, "Taylor, 2025 is going to be your year." And she should have did dot 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 to learn, to grow, to avoid because this was the worst year ever,
It
ever,
was
ever.
so hard. Some
It
good
was a
things
very
happened this
horrible year.
year. Some very good things happened this year.
Of
But
course, but
yeah.
my friend, she said, "Oh, I would give it like a four because I went through the things to grow through." And I'm like, "Okay, sure, whatever." But if I had to rate 2025 based on how I feel, it's a two.
Yeah.
I
Agreed.
literally, like I said, there were months of depression. Um, Nick was like, "Hey, I signed us up for health insurance next year." And I was like, "Great, because if 2026 is anything like 2025, my black ass is going to be in a mental institution. Like, I can't. I am not the strongest soldier next year. Absolutely not. I am a soft girl. I'm a soft variety of flower,
Yeah. In a variety of colors.
a variety of colors, soft colors. No, no, no.
Um, yeah, I agree. 2025, it wasn't great. And I don't know, I never like claim a year. I never feel like a year is my year. I'm always like, let's see what happens. Let's
Yeah.
give it a shot. And 2025, we could have kept that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to 2026.
Yeah.
Looking forward to moving ahead.
Hmm.
Um, yeah.
I had high hopes for 2025 because I was doing everything differently. I wasn't working full time. I did not have health insurance. I was like putting a large amount of effort into writing in my book and this, that, and the other. So, yeah. I like my book. My book was fun. Writing is not the problem. It's what happens outside these walls that ruins my life.
Mhm.
But I don't know if other people was like, Denise Williams, 2025 sucked. And I was really hanging on to what you said about it being my year. So this year she sent a card and did not try to give uh anything. She was just like, there will be highs and lows. And I was like, thank you. I can hang on to this. This is something I can
Did
uh
she like publish anything this year?
she did this year and she has a new book coming out next year too. Next month
Okay.
actually.
Maybe 2025 wasn't her year either.
Nah.
She was
Yeah.
like, I can't even tell them it'll be their year next year because it wasn't
Well,
mine.
no, seriously, I heard a lot of people are like, this year fucking sucked.
It was awful on purpose.
So that makes me feel better, I guess. But I was just at a book club at this new Black-owned bookstore, and we were just all talking. It was a really great book club, and we was kikiing, and you know how the drama of the last book club I was at, and like I think possibly, no, it was a black thing because you know what happens when there's like a group of black people, black women, just like excited and being together. We're all just kikiing, talking over each other, but like letting people be heard, you know? So I was just like, oh, I was just like in the wrong area. However, not Noblesville treated me better than them anyway. It was just really beautiful. And I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. But we got to talking about real life, and I was talking about a lot of things that I don't usually notice because, when it comes to books, I want any and everyone to be welcome. But how I was pushed out of certain places that claim diversity. And a lot of other women said that as well. That's been like what happened to their year as well. Like they're up here trying to branch out, be in different places that they're not usually. And it didn't go the way they hoped because it was in a nutshell for show.
Mhm.
So that was distressing. And I don't like things like that happening. Like if it happens to me, I'm like, when I will like run your name through the mud. But like if it happens to someone else, I'm just like, oh no, no, no. We ride at dawn. Like you do not treat other people this way. You can treat me this way. But not next year. I am not your strongest soldier. I am soft, soft, soft. But yeah, that hurt my heart hearing that. But Do you, does that happen to you sometimes? Probably, would it? I feel like, I don't know.
What are you asking me?
Do you like go into spaces just like to be there and, be like, oh, let me diversify y'all, bring in some black people, da da da. And it just doesn't go the way you hoped?
I definitely wouldn't say I go into spaces to diversify them, but I have like gone into spaces where I felt like I wasn't welcome before, or like got into spaces that are supposed to be inclusive where I felt like I wasn't welcome before. But then I've also experienced the other side of the spectrum where like, I don't know, where like it's like such a focus on being inclusive that we're not doing the thing that we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
I know. I feel like I've seen that too. Like I said, it's just a bunch of talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it was yeah, it was just a lot of let's talk about you and your identity and all these different aspects of your identity when we're supposed to be talking about when and where to schedule a woman's self-defense class. Like, you know what I mean? Like
You're like, black women are the most women to be beaten.
right. No, seriously. It's just like it was a group I'm in to pay dues in the group, and someone in the group they were like, we want to hear from like all the dues paying members and not the people that are just sitting in today. And one woman was like, well, I have my dues waived because I have a disability, but blah 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 blah, and then said what she thought about scheduling the class. And the person in charge of the meeting was just like, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to seem ableist. I did not know that you were disabled and that you got your membership fee waived. And da, da, da. And we're all sitting here like, so now all the attention is about your, like, it's all about your apology and not about the self-defense class that we're supposed to be taking or planning. And the woman was just like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, okay, at a certain point, you're not even being inclusive anymore because I'm
Right.
putting this woman in the middle of everything when she does not want to be over a very, very small misunderstanding. And so yeah, I've like been boop, boop
Mhm.
on both sides. Um, and typically in those situations, I just like withdraw. I'm like, I
Mhm.
don't want to be here. Sometimes I leave. Sometimes I leave.
Well, like for me, especially in these spaces where I assume we all belong, I'm like, I can change them.
Ugh, yeah, no, that's not my testimony.
No, no, not anymore. They were like, you can't change us. We just needed you here for the Instagram post. Please leave.
Mhm. Yeah. So let them do their thing.
Yeah, yeah, agreed. So, when you are filling in your planner, do you fill it in for like the week or the month and then write in other stuff as the month goes on, or just like for the day? Like,
I usually will fill in any important dates for the month, which are usually subscription dates, due dates for assignments, stuff like that. And then I go weekly, but
mhm.
everything out by the week, and then again by the day. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. So, like the week before a new month, I will fill in for the entire month, just like the usual, like bills, places to be, whatever. And then, yeah, every week I've gotten into doing it on Sunday nights, but sometimes Mondays I will go back and see what the week is like, see what I've had on my Google Calendar that I didn't put on my paper calendar, make sure those are synced. And then, yeah, I don't think I really do it by the day. By the day is like a daily to-do list.
Hmm.
So, how is your writers group still meeting? Or was that
So
just for
we
November?
really, no, yeah. So it was supposed to just be in November, but me and the fellas, we got along so well.
It was you and a bunch of dudes?
It was me and two guys, yeah.
Cool.
One of them I knew from Cambodia. We have the same birthday. He's from New Jersey. I'm from New Jersey, so we click very well. The other guy I've never met before. But his name is Stanley. He's like 60 or something. He's a very sweet old man.
Oh,
Um,
man.
and um yeah, so he like reached back out to us like middle of December and he was like, "Can we please like just keep meeting?" And I said, I could do once every month. That's all I got." And
Uh-huh.
so scheduled our first meeting for the 8th of January.
Yo.
We're just gonna have like a little update.
Mhm.
And Stanley's like that girl. Like he did like a reading earlier this month. He was in an anthology earlier this month. He was in the African American Literature Review, which I want to be published in 2026.
Mhm.
My goal. Um, yeah, he's like that girl.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'll meet with him next week.
Yeah, as I don't know what and where my time has gone, but like I also work like nights and overnight, so I literally see no one. And my like I've had friends that I have not seen at all this year. And yeah, I'm like they're like, "Oh, let's meet." And I'm like, "Okay, well, pick a day that once a month and that is what I will be there." But all this willy-nilly stuff, mm-mm.
Yeah, I agree too. Like we need to plan it. I can't just drop everything and go.
Mhm,
I really like having like my routine established and everything.
mhm.
But we've talked about that. That might be because I'm autistic.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Is it a routine? Like in no way, like my mom, God bless her, she'll be like, "Oh, what are you doing today?" Nothing. And nothing is something to do. Okay. And she'll be like, "Oh, well, you should come over." And I'm like, absolutely not. Like I will tweak the fuck out. I will like start sweating and this, that, and the other because she's trying to ruin what I have planned, which is
mhm.
nothing. And
Yeah,
yeah, I'm not the loosey goosey, hey, come over, girl. No mas.
yeah, I agree. I would become that person for the right person. But for the most part, I yeah, am also not doing that. Yeah, no. Like we need to plan it. We need to plan it.
Yeah. I will never forget my therapist at the time. She was like, "How would you feel on a scale of 1 to 10 if you had plans with your boss for a meeting and 20 minutes before they cancel?" And I was like, "I will be best."
Yeah, because I planned for that meeting to take.
So don't mess with my plans, whether I got something to do all day or I ain't got nothing to do. If you're not on the Google Calendar, baby. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, I said my goals for January. Do you want to talk about your goals for January and or the year or
Yep.
okay, hit us with January.
For January, I have so far that I want to make a plan to finish my short story collection. Um, because it's way closer to finish than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
That means little to me, because, you know, in like 30 days, it'll be farther from finished than I
Right.
thought.
I
But
did half the story. Kill me.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know how I get down, but still, really, I want to make a plan to finish it because it is very close. Um, and then I want to finish my um first comprehensive essay. I've written like 8 pages so far, and yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm hoping that I'll finish it and then I'll figure out what I'm talking about, and
Hmm.
then I'll tweak it all, and then I'll be done with the tweaking by the end of January.
Cool.
Um, and I think that's it. I have another proposed deadline for my novel manuscript, but it's not in January.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah,
Okay, and what are we looking for in 2026?
in 2026,
Whether, yeah, it's as a whole or,
I want to finish my novel manuscript and get an agent. Both,
I,
both of those by the end of 2026.
all right, girl.
Let's see how I feel in 6 months.
Kill me.
But right now, those are goals.
Uh-huh.
Um, I want to take a writing retreat by myself.
Oh, rude, but oh.
I don't care if it's rude. I've done it before, and I had a good time and got a lot done. So
I was actually thinking of doing one of those by myself too, but we'll see. Money.
yeah, yeah. Like I'm planning on getting a hotel discount, even though I don't work at a hotel anymore.
I
Um,
can give you one.
right, see, or I could like email my GM or whatever. Like, I'm planning on getting a discount. But
Okay.
yeah, a solo writing retreat.
How long would
Oh,
it be?
my writing retreat,
Yeah.
maybe like 4 days.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I want to finish a full draft of my dissertation project.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
coming up, girl.
it really is. I went back and looked at it last night because I have like some pages. I have like over 100 pages written, but
Mm-hmm.
there's still so much more to go, and I have to like write it all out and then edit it all down,
Mm-hmm.
as you know, with the
Mm-hmm.
with other manuscripts. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna have to write a lot. I'm gonna have to use several different documents. I already know because Google Docs hates my 160-page document.
Oh no.
Um,
Weird.
so that'll be it.
Okay. That sounds great. I'm rooting for you all the way, mainly for what we've been on for three some years, you know?
It's got to be right. It's got to be right. Not perfect, but right.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I was also thinking of a solo writer retreat. I really, 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 really need a beach vacation where there's a cabana and a fan that spritzes water and an ice water and maybe like a margarita.
Mhm.
I really, really, really need to lay and do nothing else. In a perfect world, it stop it. In a perfect world, it won't even be within the country, but one thing at a time.
Yeah, I feel that.
Um, yeah, okay. So obviously I'm opening up a bookstore. It's opening up next month. Uh my sophomore novel, You Promise, is coming out in April. I'm still like going through it every other day. I want to never see it again by, is it March 1st or March 31st? I'm gonna say March 31st to give me more grace. Um, and I'm gonna have a huge party for my bookstore. Huge. There will be a balloon arch.
Okay.
That's as huge as it's gonna get.
Better than Romance Con.
Ah! Um, Maybe that's something we should do next year. Is like pay attention to like the controversies. Stop. Pay attention to the controversies of the year and like rate them.
Mm.
I
That'll be
think,
fun.
yeah, I think so too. Okay. Um, in by May, the end of May, I know that's by the end of May. You promise is a duology, so I want book two. I want a first draft of book two. Um, Past Taylor thought that future Taylor was going to publish a rom-com this February. No,
He
no,
did
ma'am.
what 2025 was going to be like.
Right. No, ma'am. Um, so what I want to do this year is have that rom-com draft completed to then have it be published next February 2027. That'll be cute. It's gonna be like a Valentine's Day special book. Hey, and that is my shoe.
Oh, I just keep seeing him like pop up in the
And then there's okay, I have two things that are like that are I need the people to give me. And one of them is 1,000 followers on Instagram for my bookstore, and then profit a certain amount of money for the bookstore. It's a very low number. And my friend was like, you need to aim high. And I'm like, no.
See, okay, I'm fine with these goals. I think these are good goals. Um, but how are you going to talk about people making goals that depend on other people? And then look at you again. You got three of them now that depend on other people. Three of them.
Well, I have to be what the people are, you know?
Oh, wow, whatever.
Yeah, 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 yeah. How are your goals this week coming?
My goals this week?
Or like your list of things to do?
Oh. Let's see. I'm pretty much keeping up. Um, honestly, the only thing that I didn't get done today that I wanted to get done was my nails. Like I went to go get my nails done, and I just felt like y'all don't want me here, and so I left.
Oh, interesting. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I was like, I'll go.
Mhm.
I'll leave. How about? So I didn't do that. But everything else that I wanted to get done today is done. And yesterday.
I'm gonna get a massage tomorrow.
That sounds good.
Oh my gosh. So I think I told you about my 10 before the end, but one of them was to get a 1 hour massage, and that is what I'm gonna do tomorrow.
Mm, I love a good massage.
Hmm.
It
And
definitely depends though. Sometimes it's like really great and cathartic and relaxing, and other times it feels like they're beating me the fuck up. So it depends.
no, it's so funny. I have this knot, and I don't think there's any way to get rid of it, but he tries so hard, and I'm like,
Ah, like girl, it's like they be putting feet, knees, and elbows on you. Like, girl, stop fighting me. I
I
paid
can't
you.
fight
Like,
back.
what the fuck?
But yeah, I go to this place. It is not a fancy place. It is very, very affordable
hmm
for like a 30 minute. But I saved my duckies and it's I'm gonna go get a 1 hour and I'm so excited. Do you have a word for 2026?
No.
Chandler and Joey, stop it. No?
Mm.
You want to think of one?
Mm. Do you have one? Tell me what yours is.
It's not so much a word, but like a what I just want to do better at is, and it's just like Uh, okay, my two words was like productive and like timeliness. And I just want to be productive with my time. But I don't know if there's one word for that.
I feel like they both are one word for that, or could be. Um, can I have a phrase? I don't know. Not a word.
One of my friends, her word is to be still, and that was like, oh, I want to be present and also like not so much run, run, run all the time. Another
I
friend,
have a word.
okay.
I've got it because clearly I can't have a phrase because you would have just said yes if I could have a phrase. So my word is intentional.
Okay.
I'm going to be
Intentional
intentional
with
with my time and my attention
Mhm.
and my motherfucking money.
Mm,
Um, yeah,
yeah.
time, attention, money, intentional.
I will admit, October to present, I have been quote unquote intentional with my money. Like I've been telling myself no, like that has never happened in 33 years.
Mm.
And like I don't have packages every other day. Like I am
That's
very impressed. Sometimes I'm depressed about it because that little cathartic out for delivery is so real,
yeah.
but you know, it works out in the long run.
Yeah. I would say I really like locked in money wise the last few months of the year as well,
Mhm.
and finally met my savings goal for the
Woo
year.
woo, y'all.
Um, and that I don't know, like that meeting that big final savings goal felt very good. And so what I did, I didn't talk about this because it's money stuff, but what I did was I set like smaller savings goals throughout the year so that I could have that like cathartic, like, oh, I saved
Hmm.
30 bucks or like whatever it is. Um, and it's been going well because I reached my savings goal for this year already. So I started saving for next year.
Nick and
Um,
I are doing a savings challenge next year, but keep going. I'm
yeah,
excited.
that's so fun. Like I Yeah, like I really think like this is going to be my strategy to like save as much as possible because I don't think that the catharsis is the same as like making an impulse purchase or whatever, but there's like no delayed gratification. Like I don't have to wait for it to get here.
Uh,
Like
uh,
so
mhm.
let's see how I feel in a couple months.
Outside of Iowa, God help us, and wherever we plan on going for our writers retreat, do you have any travel plans?
My brothers and I are supposed to, well, me and my older brother are supposed to go and meet my younger brother in April in New Jersey.
Mhm.
We were supposed to go to DreamCon in Texas. We were supposed to go there in July, but they want to do this instead.
I think it's so cool that you guys go to cons
I know, right? We have
and you
fun
dress
together.
up.
Yeah, we're cute. I love us. Um, and then if everything goes according to plan, I should be going to a conference in Philadelphia in March. But they haven't gotten back to me yet, so things might not be going according to plan.
What kind of conference?
It's a history, like a Black History conference. It's the I think it's like African American History and Heritage Society, something like that.
Hmm.
And I would be presenting on some Black Panther research.
Oh,
Yeah, I got accepted into one that was also going to be in Philadelphia. I think it was in November. And if I were to purchase tickets for that, I wasn't going to meet my savings goal. So I had to choose. See, I had to choose.
mm-hmm.
Um, and I took a leap of faith, and so I'm going to be pissed if I don't get into this conference. But if I don't, then I know that I could reapply for that same one I got into like just next year. So
Yeah.
yeah, but other than that, I'm staying my black ass home.
Mm.
I'm staying my black ass home.
No, I need to lay down literally without cell service. Not without cell service, but like I'm not having my phone. Y'all gonna have to call Nick. I just really need to unplug. I feel like my head is on a charger and it's hot.
Hmm.
I need to unplug that bitch and woosah. But all right, girl.
So funny.
2025, in my unpopular opinion, at this point, it's over.
Yeah, I'm done with it. I'm done with
Yeah. Yeah. What I didn't complete, I still have time. And what I'm going to complete, whatever. Like, I just feel really good, which is like scary. I don't know. Like, like sometimes you feel really good, but you're an adult, so you're like, oh shit, is something bad gonna happen? Waiting for the other shoe to drop. So that's how I feel, which is bad. But this planner is giving me life.
it. It's cute. I'm glad you like it.
Okay. Anything you want to leave on this episode and or to 2025?
No, release her. I don't like 2025. I'm ready for it to be over.
Yeah. One, two, three, loose. Agreed. Maybe. Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you next year.
You're so clever.
That's my favorite joke of all time.
I bet.